Spurs is actually trying different things right now too, right? It's like definitely, it's like half of the team is different. So
It is
what do you
different.
think about like the chemistry so far?
Well, I think it's a process, and you hear that term in basketball or in other sports, the process. It's the process of guys coming together with their different styles of play. Gone are the days where you dump it into Tim Duncan, play off of Tim. Now it's more of a team where, okay, you have DeMar DeRozan, who's very good at creating mid-range shots. You have LaMarcus Aldridge, who's good down low on the court, on the post, as well as stepping out. But I think when you think about, you're looking for stability and people who have been there who understands championship play, well, that's Patty Mills as well as Marco Bellinelli. So you still have some guys out there that are capable of getting guys into certain positions and understanding what's required during that time.
So I have been like looking at forums and then fans talking about like everybody is comparing like Debo
Right.
with like LaMarcus versus like in the past is like Kawhi
Right.
with LaMarcus.
Uh-huh.
So I think what would you actually think about like the both duo? Which one is actually better?
Well, I don't. It's hard to say that one is better than the other because you just never know. It's really about the time the guys get a chance to be on the floor with one another. If you take into account how long has the team been playing together, it's been less than almost a month. So it takes a lot more time for teams to gel and to develop. So you actually are encouraged by the things that take place now, even if it's not that good. You're encouraged by that because they're learning different situations in the process of things.
Legend of like Spurs, like seeing like they are a little bit struggle with like I think it's just like puzzling out right now. So as Coach Pop actually saying that he is actually worrying about the defensive side. You play heavy D when you're in the team. So what do you think they can actually adjust?
Well, I think it's about paying attention to detail and understanding the defensive concepts of what transpires. When you come into the San Antonio Spurs, it's not just, okay, guard your guy. No, it's a way that they do team concepts. Every team in the NBA has a certain concept. So as a player comes in, they have to deprogram themselves from all the things that they knew at other places and now just start fresh with what the Spurs want. So I think that happens, but even in the process of losses, those are helping to teach the guys the different intricacies of the Spurs' traditional defense.
What do you think about like the new culture that everybody is like going beyond the perimeter instead of like doing all the deals?
Right, it's one of those things that transpired when I was playing. At that time, it was always about the stretch four. So I think it's good. I just don't think you want a 6'10" guy or a 7-footer shooting a bunch of threes unless that's their forte. It's not to say that it's not, but a guy like Joel Embiid, you want him on the block because he's so dominant on the block. You want Blake on the block because he's so dominant on the block. But then if they can step out, that adds to the process. Al Horford, what he does, tremendous. I love what he does, but he's not just camping out there shooting all the time. It's about setting up the inside presence and then sprinkling a little three-point shot as well.
But like now, what do you think about like anyone surprising you, especially for the rookies?
Well, I think that Ayton is doing a tremendous job in Phoenix. It's just a matter of how will he be able to continue to keep it going. He's a throwback kind of player. He's an inside guy that I think can do a lot of good stuff. I think you need a big to really change the culture of teams. And so if there's anybody I think that's changing the culture, it's going to be him. I understand you got some other wing players and guards out there, but I really like his talent. He is comfortable who he is, and he's not trying to be anything else.
How about Bo Bamba?
Bobo is really good. I think, guys like that, they haven't learned the game just yet, and you just kind of look and see who is further along right now, but he's one of those individuals, as long as he continues to work hard, he's going to have a special, special place.
What do you think about like Spurs can go so far in this season?
People talk about will they make the playoffs. I think they're going to make the playoffs. That's easy. It's just a matter of them getting things together. I think a lot of teams are underestimating what the Spurs have right now because of the departure of Kawhi Leonard and the fact that Manu Ginobili retired. So even with the injuries to DeJounte Murray, you still have opportunities there for others to step up and make a name in San Antonio.